Hey everybody, welcome back to The Suffering Ties That Bind. I'm the Blues 32 and we've gotten an old power back.
Pops, I'm sorry. I couldn't take care of my little brother better. Poor kid. How was I to know the thing was loaded?
Oh
That
Jesus.
just made me want the dope more. Hey, wait.
This is a pleasant surprise. I was hoping to see the inner sanctum of a grade A sociopath, but I've
come
landed
on,
a genuine
Pops.
article instead. I want to know all about you and what defines you. What
Right
the?
over here.
will gut you, and you will pay for it.
Like hell.
Oh, come on. I don't get
What
this
do you have
soon.
in there,
Might as well
Torque?
shoot me yourself.
She gonna find out your secrets. You know that's how these bitches work.
Right over
They
here.
slide up in close and try to suck your life away. Be careful she doesn't empty you. What's that little cunt up to anyway?
Might as well shoot me yourself. Oh, shit, Pops. I don't know what to make of that, but I think maybe she was into you.
Gee, thanks, son.
So,
Moron. Alright, let's keep
come
going.
on, Pops.
Getting jumpy, almost shot a crow out of the air.
You know, they say you save somebody, you responsible for them, or something. You have to look after me now. I mean it.
Right. When did I save you? I don't remember seeing that.
Right over here. I can't wait.
Talk,
Can't wait,
talk,
man.
talk. Always a pleasure. Yet seeing you is still so bittersweet. We have so much ground to cover, and I simply cannot do it with all this rabble in the
Don't.
way. Let's see here.
Don't.
Ever see the effects of purified narcotics on the human brain? Best to have a look while they're still alive. Ah, yes, most fascinating.
Oh god.
Good medical subjects are so hard to
Just open the
find.
door, man!
They just keep dying on me. Such a fragile thing, the human mind. Hardly takes any effort at all to make it snap. You see, quite sad. This one seems to have a delusional fondness for you. Most curious. Best to leave him alive, see what therapeutic benefit he might have.
Well, thank you for that.
Now to work. If I'm going to cure you permanently this time, I'm going to need to make certain you explore your inner child. Your angry child. To help us, I have found a strain of creature quite unique. To defeat it, you will need to use that inner beast, Talk. Let it all out.
Where?
You know how to make the sun feel real safe.
You're more for
Oh, that's gonna be a bitch to clean up.
tremendous talk. A most profound breakthrough. Now that that's out of the way, on to the other half of your problems.
I've seen junkies get crazy like that. Like they were
Listen and
superhuman
learn,
or
Talk.
something.
You now realize your problems stem from that nasty piece of work, Blackmore.
Oh shit,
I
shit.
wonder who might know where he is.
I got the word on Blackmore. Soon I'm gonna know what he's doing before he does it. One day I'll get that scheming shyster.
Ah, yes, your dear friend Miles. But where to find him at a time like this?
My bar is like the womb for me. I go there to be safe. World's ending, that's where you find me.
Voila! And I've left you something that will lead you right to him.
How kind of
Right
you.
over here. I can't wait.
He's crazy.
I can't wait, man.
Miles Bar
Hurry up,
neighborhood
Pops.
map. Gotcha. Would you walk? Thank you.
My baby, he just wouldn't stop crying.
Come on, what are you doing?
Poor little boy, I just couldn't take it no more. I had to lock him away.
I don't get
But
there
I was
soon. You
crying
might as well
loud.
shoot me yourself. close. Come on. Hurry up, Pops.
I'm coming, you junky brat.
You hoped to when no one else would.
Hello? Ah.
Yeah. This is some good stuff, man. I take it and I feel happy. It's the only time I can forget about you.
Corey, you little bitch. Nah, I'm good for now. I got these.
Oh yeah, Freddy. You kept it safe for me, man. I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
Ugh. Oh, thank goodness I helped you get here, huh?
That's the. Yeah. Hey, man. What are you doing there on the floor?
With half your face missing. Oh no. You. Though I fear he has something a little different going through his veins.
Triggerman. A human corpse forms the center of this malefactor. The body appears to have suffered multiple gunshot wounds, particularly to its head, which has lost a significant portion of its mass.
Not that it seems to
The
bother it.
malefactor's legs are vaguely arachnid in form and incorporate some type of automatic rifle. As with the Slayer, this Triggerman seems to tie to Baltimore's tragically prevalent street crime, with a high number of homicides each year resulting from gun violence. Mainliner. An offshoot of the mainliner seen on Carnate. This malefactor's appearance is evocative of the numerous junkies that one finds in Baltimore's poorest neighborhoods. Its innate behavior is to assault enemies with its syringes, suggesting that it's more of an aggressive drug dealer than a drug abuser. The syringes we have analyzed contain a unique heroin-derived concoction that is capable of instantly killing almost any human immediately upon injection.
Is that a chained one with a dog bowl? Well, you be good, I guess. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about helping that one. How you doing there, Itchy?
Aching. It ain't no good to be aching like this.
No shit, man.
Gonna need the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this.
Black spot. I see another black spot.
They ain't made it up this far, man.
You got the good package.
Shit, man.
Bad news. Don't need none of that.
What else you got? Red calves, blue calves, I don't care. I even take a spider bag. Come on, what is this up?
All fixes to get me to forget about this.
We done? We good?
You got something for me, man? Anything. I don't get how stuff on just something.
I'm coming, my boy. can ruin you, T.
Aching.
Let me get this strap off you. Let you breathe a little bit.
Yeah, let you breathe.
No! Where's my baby boy? What you got? Red calves, blue calves? I don't care. I even take a spider bag. Come on, hook us this up.
That's right. Y'all ain't got nothing on me.
No! Where's my baby boy?
Non-existent.
Aching. Ain't no good to be aching like this.
What you got? Red calves, blue calves? I don't care. I even take a spider bag. Come on, hook us this up.
Downstairs was the bad news. Shit. Don't need none of that.
Oh, Jesus! No, no! I gotta give me some Death Row.
You do not want
Back
death.
in my day, you had to go searching for the fix. Ain't like today where it's waiting for you on every corner. Y'all got it easy. They ain't made it up this far, man.
Good God.
Shit, we'll be safe up here till the ship runs out.
Daddy, help! Save us, Dad!
Y'all ain't got nothing on me.
Where?
What's he doing? Please, hurry, hurry!
Ain't no good to
I'm coming, son.
Back in my day, you had to go searching on every corner. Y'all got it easy.
Oh, Jesus! No, no, no!
I see an
I was cooking up and y'all was balling in your mama's arms.
Good for you.
My baby!
Moms. Where'd you go, Moms?
I couldn't need the mother of all fixes to get me to forget about this.
Oh, Jesus! No, no, no!
Aching.
The will of the people. For each person who fights injustice, there are 10 who build careers on it. Oh dear. I was about to shoot him and then I realized he might not be a creature so much as someone dying. Of severe blood loss. You okay, buddy? Buddy. I don't think he's okay.
Target's neutralized. He's gotta be.
Fucking shithole this is. Let's move on.
You got the package?
No sign of him. Jordan will just have to live with that.
Watch what you say. Let's get ready to roll. We're due back at the docks.
Location's clear. Hit it. I'm fucking done here.
Who's that? You! Bloody marksman.
Moms. Where'd you go, Moms? Hey.
Marksman. This malefactor is nearly identical to the ones we saw in large quantities on Carnate Island. It wears a giant battery of rifles on its back and is able to erupt out of the ground, a particularly impressive sight due to its significant size. In Baltimore's troubled past, there were a few rare occasions of the military being called out to quell civilian uprisings. One can only imagine how this marksman ties to those intense events.
Well, given that they still come up tied to poles, that does imply a few things. No, nothing there.
Canal? I know.
Damn, I was hoping I'd blow a hole somewhere. Allow me to reach places hitherto unreachable.
I see another. Moms, where'd you go, Moms?
Hello?
You remember this dive, T? I never liked it, but you still came to see Miles.
Hey, Miles was a friend.
I know now this is where things really went wrong. After this, we could never escape.
Hey, don't blame Miles for this.
So what? Blackmore threatening Carmen? That's a high crime.
He's here.
Blackmore's here? Where? Show me that shifty snake oil dealer. I've never laid eyes on him.
I know your old lady. Fucking nice rack. Wouldn't mind a piece of that. What I hear.
Watch what you're saying to my friends. You up in my place, so you gonna show some respect to a man with a family.
Oh, and your boy Corey? I sold him some rock just last week. He loves it. Makes him forget all about
What
you.
did you do to my boy?
Fucking whore you're married to. How you even know he's yours?
Violence suits you.
That's raw, Torque. You opened up his gray matter all over my brand new floor?
He got off easy.
Freeze right there! Hit the floor! What's the police doing up in here? Hey, get these bracelets off of me! We was set up! You done got the wrong guys, man! That's shape-shifting Blackmore! Why don't you arrest this
I
Teflon
told you
ass?
you couldn't walk away. And what's the little lady going to say now?
What indeed?
What's the word, Torque? You hearing this? I saw you go in there, my man. I'm up top the roof outside the bar for real. Yeah, that's right. I got a radio off one of them soldiers. Torque, my man, this ain't it. You going the wrong way. Go out the other side of my bar. You see me there?
I don't care, man. I'm not looking for you yet. Just looking for stuff and things. Come on. Fine. Child's name. Blah, blah, blah. Sealed by court order. Date of birth. March 12th, 1974. Joined the house December 23rd, 1977. Date of report August 4th, 1984. Came to us at a very young age, faced significant bullying from other children. His instinctive reaction has been physical violence, a tendency we fear stress from traumatic events that happened early in his life. Has made reference to a tall man visiting him at the home, which is troubling as there is no record of him having any visitors. gotta say, I kind of prefer the way the first one plays better. I mean, I had to admit, this looks better.
I like to put a distance between myself and the chaos and confusion. Come on, I know where we can go. Got to light it down for you. Get your ass on up here.
1 second, man. Oh my goodness. I'd like to, but would I really get much ammo for it? Alright.
I've seen these guys with the guns before. I ain't having none of that hot lead treatment. Ow, ow.
Well, just fantastic. Now we have them to deal with.
He's fucked now.
Am I?
There he comes.
Ah! Are we finished? I don't know what to do. What weapon should I pick up?
We'll take you in. It'll be all right. These people will keep us safe. They call it a depot.
Thank you for letting us use your base.
Catchers won't find you here. We'll see to that.
This doesn't sound good.
No railroad is far enough underground for my quarry to escape. You cannot hide from the truth. Slaves cannot return property to its rightful owner.
No, 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 no! Little, considering what they're doing to me.
Each man has a scent. Our hunters never forget. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel?
Go away.
Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. Take pleasure in killing my hounds?
A little.
Once they get your scent, they won't.
That didn't seem to help.
Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget.
Wait, you have elephants?
You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey?
No, sir.
Once they get
Don't
your
like it.
scent, they won't lose you. Take pleasure in killing my hounds.
Your hounds are dead, man. Where do I go from here?
Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey?
It's annoying. Is the game glitching, or am I just missing something?
Pleasure in killing my hounds. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does
Okay,
it
this is
feel
irritating.
to
What's
be
going on
prey?
here?
Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Take pleasure in killing my hounds.
Little.
Each man has a scent to him. My hunters never forget. Once they get your scent, they won't lose you.
Okay,
Each man
I'm really
has
annoyed
the
here.
tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry.
Feel like I'm missing something.
You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey? Once they get your scent, they won't lose you.
Ow, I shot myself. I didn't know you could do that.
Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happen to be living and hungry.
Ah, there we go. That did something, I think. It made him go away, so I guess it did something properly. That was annoying.
Nobody coming for us. Never Lord, I pray we do.
Dogs are coming back
We
soon.
were safe before. Now we just dead.
They got a chunk out of Jim's flesh already.
Should have never left the plantation. What was I doing listening to them?
Hey, you hear me, Torque? Lost you there for a minute. Now, see, it's like this. Those crazy soldier boys, they work for this shorty named Jordan. You see
Yeah.
her? And here's the real deal, though. She works for Blackmore. I'll get you to her. She'll get us to him.
Okay. But first... Nope, wrong button. But first...
Mauler. One of the few malefactors that does not derive from a human skeleton. These beasts do still feature a hideous human skull. Named the Mauler for their savage biting attacks, these malefactors are relentless in their pursuit of a target and seem to be insatiable in their appetite for human flesh. Their appearance often coincides with the manifestation of an apparition, a large human who seems to be their master.
And I think we'll call this a video. I'm the Blues 32. This is The Suffering Ties That Bind. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.